Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, hey, yo, wait, yo. Hold on. Let's not spill stuff already. Hey, yo, it's just begun.
Connecting.
At Capital.
We have gotten through season to 4, episode 2. I had to take some time off last week. Was doing a bunch of stuff, going into work early. But now, actually going to work early this week too. But we are back. We are back. Okay. Not too full up here. We got our Federation Navy gobs. Eventually I'll have to make it back home because this is where we're just doing our security 3 missions. Not too bad. Not too bad. See how the volume is today. Bad. Not. Okay. Cue the music. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, this should be an easier level 3. So, the day begins. I'll have to get back to home at some point, and we can do all of our industry stuff. However, get sitting pretzel style, ready for the combat. It's not exactly easy just yet on these level 3 missions with our Vexor. We'll get there. Last night, for some reason, I slept entirely too much. Don't know why, but we woke up. I woke up. That's good. We got some passive targeting arrays. Yeah, allows lock without alerting the ship. Yeah. So you can lock and scan people as they're flying about. Okay, we're at 52 million. Our goal today is 60 million. Okay, let's head out this way. Let's get our hobbies out. We have Kroll right in on us. Not a big fan of that. Oh, that's target. Yeah, not a big fan of this at all. Let's get out of here. They dropped us in the middle. We've killed Kroll. Oh my god.
Drive active.
Phew. They threw us in the mix. There. They threw us in the mix. That was not fair.
Docking
Unfair. Yeah, I'm just working on Galent Cruiser. Although, I think I'm going to move this down. I don't think this is that important. We're 211 days on it. Might as well just stick it out. Oh wow, they got through to my rigs. Jerks. Jerks. I'm glad all my drones were able to pop back in there. Woo. I would like to warp within. Can I like... Locations in this solar system. I just get hit way too hard for warping right on top of all these dudes. Not okay. I think we should do anomalies today. Okay. I need the damsel, and she's in one of the pleasure hubs. I need to, first off, immediately just bolt. Just run. Fast as I can. Just run. Look at this. This is not okay. Can I get away? Far enough away. 15 kilometers, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We should be outranging most of them now. Oh my gosh, dude. Alright, let's turn this off so our signature goes down. It's unreal. They just drop us in the middle of all these dudes. Not right, man. It's too many dudes. Look at all these dudes. We need to put an afterburner on this. We're still not far enough away. Okay, my drones are really just not doing anything. I don't like that. I have to be within 40. This should be a good spot to... Let's hold. These guys are hitting me from 55 kilometers. Whoa. Let's bring the drones back. Get our hobbies out. We'll be able to get these two at least. Can approach them a little bit. Dropping any ship in the middle of all this is pretty crazy. Okay, let's go sideways. Then we're going to start taking damage here. Let's get the small armor repairer repping. man. They really threw a lot at us on this mission. That was crazy. There we go. These guys are just grazing me and just slapping me. My resistances are far too low. I mean, like a multi-spectrum shield hardener or armor hardener. Remove one of the damage. Ugh. You don't have a lot of space here. We need a bigger ship. I do want to loot all this too. Okay, I'm not getting close enough really to ever use my guns. Don't know what to do about that. And since these cruisers are pretty nice cruisers, probably would be ideal to grab some other equipment off of them. We could end up getting some decent modules, medium modules. Finding the guns aren't really doing much. We need longer range on our weapons. Well, I don't think I have the skills. We'll take a look. Take a look at what we got. I do like this music, man. Okay. Look how much damage these guys do just when they get in range of actually doing their damage. Unreal amount of damage. Okay, think we can start zipping around now. It's gonna hurt a little, but... See, there's another ogre. That's huge. That's why we go looting. That right there, Federation Navy ogre. Bomb, man. Alright, we'll have to slow down a little bit. These things are still hitting us pretty hard. When I go down to one of these, I could probably turn off my medium. I think having two smalls that are good smalls is probably pretty solid. My tracking link, tracking speed, whatever, we'll leave it running. Good morning, by the way. They slapped us with a good first mission here. I need to head home, though. I need to replace these guns or remove them. They're just not the appropriate guns. Like, we need something like railguns or something like this. We can head towards this because our next plot will be... Okay, turn this off. In a minute we can turn this off. Yum. Nice morning coffee. Something's got to be switched up on this ship. We'll come up with something creative. Hammerhead. I don't think we're ever going to do mediums. Yeah, micro warp drive needs to go away. Here we go. Like a MN afterburner. What do I have on here? 50? Yeah. Afterburner is just too fast, too much signature, too much power. Another crater drone. These guys are dropping a lot of drones. We definitely need some tanky modules. It's irritating that you just fly right by it without ever being able to hit loot. For some proton small weapon. Oop. Cool kitty. I hope the music is to your liking today. And good morning, or good evening, wherever you may be. Cheers to you. Hit me back with a beer or coffee. We're just looting up on this level 3 mission that we're knocking out. I need to head back after this one because my guns, they're too close range. I'm not able to get within range of everything with the amount of tank that I have. It's just not cutting it. Ah, some tea. Good on ya. Ah, that reminds me, I need to make some tea. I have like a cold brew. I have some tea, some really nice tea from China. And I have a cold brewer, and I'm just gonna steep them overnight in the fridge and make some, dare I say, iced tea. I like my coffee iced also. Maybe less bitter. Alright, let's knock out this pleasure hub. And as far as drones, we can have 75. So we'll be able to have 3 Federation ogres. Stop. Shaboom! Shut up. Shut up. Boom! I'd like to visit the UK again. I went when I was young. 9 or so. And that was the last time I was there. I think it would be. I know. We're definitely the bad guys here. We came in here. Dude's running a cat house. And we just come along and blow everything up.
Drive active.
Did all those toots deserve such a thing? Can't be. An idea? Give this guy like my stream.
And I'm not.
You can see. You know how you have friends on Steam? Hey, I stream if you wanna see what I look like. Yeah, you have friends. Oh, my uncle's awake. Oh my gosh, he's talking about condensing Wait, condensing humans in Pal World? Come on, man. That's too much. You know, you have friends on Steam you interact with from time to time. You know, you added them off of one-off game or something. And, you interact every once in a while. But you never really figure out who they are or anything like that. Well, if I see them online, I'll send them my info.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Sometimes too deep, sometimes espionage deep. Don't tell me you have a story about too deep there, bud. It's sounded like story time. Okay. Before I pop into another mission, I gotta head back to a Mignon. Sometimes. Friendships can turn into
Drive active.
roommates, kissers. I met a guy on Eve. We became very close. One night, we started sending each other foot pics. For fun. Turns out, oh yeah, I suppose that's true. That means World of Warcraft that happens. Okay, forget my story. World of Warcraft that happens too. She had a gal in our guild who like dated a couple people in the guild. Like, well, they would hang out all night, every night. You know, it's actually interesting. Very interesting. 84 million day income. That doesn't sound like a lot. I wish I could just sneak this thing into a C1 wormhole and rat a little bit. It's risky though. We only have one. I'm not quite there. I'm only at 50 of 80 million. I'd take it personally too. Cool kitty, man. You're pretty cool. But why I see cool kitty out in another streamer's chat. I don't know. People get attached. Oh, they have some, they have a new drone thing out right now. That's like a tiered, how long can you survive kind of mission. It seems kind of cool. I've never done that before. These guns gotta get off of here, though. They ain't cutting it, man. We need better guns. We need range. I'm glad about this ogres, though. These ogres are big. Those will be Federation Navy ogres in about a minute. This micro warp drive needs to go. The medium armor repairer needs to go. I think today we're going to really hammer these anomalies hard. We need some better modules before the level 3s, because the level 3s are just slapping us with all this tier 1 stuff that we've got. And some of them are taking way too long with the warp outs, warp ins. I think we just be smart about this, grind out some anomalies, and collect some bounties. It's going to go a lot easier. Plus, we can salvage any medium wrecks that we come across, and I can vacuum in loot. So I don't have to go flying around at the end of the mission. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we are back home with a whole ticket of loot. I'm just going to put everything in the item hanger for now. I know most of it's going to go to the nearest. That's okay. Alright, let's get back to fitting. Oh, I can do my industry here too. Cool. We're going to unfit this. Yeah. Unfit. 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 Okay. We also want to unfit this. And then the tracking computer we also can unfit. And is the stuff going right into here? What? Oh, I was gonna say, did I empty the nearest? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got ogres. That's so cool. We have afterburner, afterburner. Ugh. That's small for this, but that's okay. At least we're moving along. I'll put a salvager on. Because I think we want a probe launcher. What is the ones that I'm making? Dual 150mm railguns. Yeah, these are the guys. Can these go on here? One of them can. Yeah. I think we'll unfit that for now. That is good to know that these dual 150mm railguns that I'm making can go. Yeah, I know it's not always about ship and fit. Some of my support skills are pretty low too. Like if I go to armor, so all my armor compensations are low right now. Like all of this, and I'm doing armor tank too. But the thing is I don't want to spend this money. I mean, they're like 200k each. I could probably get them for 150 if I check on the market. Yeah, 150k. I could start doing armor compensation. I was gonna get the Vexor blueprint first and then go really heavy into like the armor tank. So I'm trying to save is the problem. I don't want to, because this is 300,000, 450,000. But I need these things, right? Not Armor Command, obviously. I need them bad. Yeah, but I am trying to save. Let's just do another tractor beam for now. And I did want, do I have another armor repair that's pretty solid? Not really. We'll just leave the medium for now. I'm just kind of looking for something that I can put here. There is the drone. One drone thing I can put there, but I need to get the recipe for it. What did I have there that oh yeah, the tracking computer. Sensor dampeners. I guess we could do just a web. Web will slow stuff down, make my drones easier to smack. Oh, do 16. We got combat scanners. This will be fine for now. We can just go do some anomalies today. Yeah, support skills, for sure. This is the problem about running a 1-month-old character. We're just going to get out here.
Warp drive active.
We'll scan these down, do the Serpentis hideaway while we're doing it. I am Omega. Is this going to get us up to 535? That's not terrible. Okay. We can just stop here and start scanning. Oh, I actually... Yes! Yeah, we have a couple of them. So if you double click, it now moves back and forth from top to bottom. I have to get used to doing that. That is nice. That is helpful. Bam, boom. like this. Be lucky. A couple Gilas named Gila out here. Okay, not quite. Oh, apparently we can't scan this. Must be a good data site or something.
Hard drive active.
Yep. Are we not getting this at all? No. Oh, it's a pig ring. I didn't even notice. Wormhole? Oh, getting work. Are you taking a break for this week, huh? Another wormhole. That's good. It's good to take a break. We got a Corelli spy on our midst. We'll let him actually get closer. Oh, well. Drones just went out and annihilated him. Another data site. Okay. Oh, we're We'll just go to Junifer to do this shenanigans. Let's see what we have on our theaters of war. Complete basic faction warfare missions. What's this? $16 million, huh? Remote repair. Go to point 4 space. What is basic faction warfare missions? Complete level 1 or 2 Galente factional warfare missions. It says you need to be enlisted with the militia. Interesting. So they added new missions that you can do where you are flagged up. Okay. Junifer
Warp drive active.
flag up, go do missions. That's kind of cool. Might be worth it to hop in an Algos and go do some level 1 missions. Let's go try that. Let's go try it. Burn to the gate. Let's go give these faction warfare missions a try. I think we would need to get combat probe scanned down, right? We are risking some of our slots, but that's okay. I think this sounds kind of fun.
Drive active.
Plus, we lose an Algo, so it doesn't really anything at all. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Docking permission requested.
So, did this mission also give... It gives 30,000 LP? What is this mission? That's crazy. Wow, this is definitely worth a go here. Do we die? Almost certainly, yes. Hey, where's an Algos? I think we have one built. Yes. Bing, bing. Let's take some stuff off our Vexor. Strip it naked. And let's take Vexor. Oh, okay, it takes the drones out too. Alright. We will take 5 Federation Navy Hobbs. We'll take a small enduring armor repper, a damage control, and 1 compact drone damage amplifier, as well as a 5 MN. No micro warp drives. No. No, we want an afterburner. These are all micro warp drives. Where's the afterburners? Is there some in the Nereus? No. Where's the afterburners? Okay. Restrained micro warp drive. As well, I don't think I can put medium rigs in here. Nope. This did not get stripped. Oh, it did now. Okay. There. Now we have afterburners. I don't know if we can put a 10 MN on here. We can. I don't think we can put these huge railguns on here.
Power.
But we can put these.
Insufficient power.
Oh. It's because of this. It's too big. We'll just put a cold gas on here. Drop these bad boys on here. We don't have any turret slots left. Do we have a drone control range? Well, we're going to need some antimatter. I think realistically, we just take the shadow charges with us. I think realistically, we're going to rely on our drones a lot. And if I do
insufficient power,
run into a player, I'll use my guns. I don't intend to run into a player, but if I do, warp disruptor is yeah, within 20 kilometers. That's what we want. That way, this way we can kite away. This is a wild fit. However, into the mix we go, right? I just want to make sure I have my drones. I do. I have my charges. It just says I can do level 1 missions. So let's do that. To Nataki. Let's go rip them up. I don't think I had any drugs. We're laggy. Are we back?
I want the
Are we back? Connection lost? Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see I was wrong. It looked to be kind of back here. Okay. That was pretty wild. Just disconnect. Definitely not an Eve thing. Definitely my computer or connection thing there. Darn it. How irritating. Wow, we're on dock too. Good thing we didn't flag up. Well, these aren't the same. Come on, these are the same. Oh, they are all different. Then we have modal. Limited light ion blaster 1. Limited light neutron blaster 1. We have so many different things. Okay. You get some shadow, and you get some shadow. Okay. So, fall off range within about 5,000 for all of these. 6,000 for the N ones. The shadow charges are just going to be, I mean, hopefully. Work stuff. Let's go flag up and try to do missions, huh? Figure this mission out, at least. Never seen it before. Complete basic FW missions. Faction warfare missions. Don't know. Okay. So give me a second. Theaters of War, Factional Warfare, Faction Warfare Guide, Faction Warfare Window. We fight for Galent. Yes, yes. Okay. We are enlisted. Now, okay, don't worry about DI. Theaters of War. Campaigns. Complete. Participate now. Complete agent missions. Okay, I see. So it just goes into point 3. Now, is this literally just complete agent missions anywhere? Can I go to Junifiert? Because it doesn't say faction warfare agent missions. Let's give it a try. How far away is this? Never done these before. Holy smokes! Hold on. That can't be right. That's trying to route me somewhere stupid. It's it's trying to avoid this system, I'm pretty sure. It should only be a couple jumps. I think it's trying to avoid Vey. Take it easy, kitty. We go through Vey. We don't care. We don't care if we die. Crazy. Okay. There's a copy house here. If we die, we do so with honor. Godspeed, friends. Pray for no flycatchers in Vey. Okay, now if I'm in here already. Hi, why is it so far? There's 3 people here, by the way. That's not good. Okay, I cannot go that far. That is so ridiculous. This is 5 jumps. Wait. Is it still taking me some crazy way? We do have one at war with my militia here. Hopefully he doesn't have a bubble somewhere. I just don't understand why this is so ridiculous. Oh good, we got our multi-boxer in our faction here. Okay. What system is this trying to avoid? Yeah, it's trying to take me way over here to avoid some system here. Oh. Let's go. Not prefer safer, prefer shorter. There, let's try set destination now. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, that's still pretty terrible, honestly. It's a lot of jumps for a level 1 mission. This feels wrong. It is what it is. Maybe the next mission that he'll offer me won't be so ridiculous. Either way, 16 mil, that's helpful. If we can get to there. So we have 3 enemies here. They are on gate. They are 3 Algoses. Okay. We got it. Nice. He jumped because of something. He wasn't gate camping, is what it is. Okay. The Serpentis Trooper on the gate.
Warp drive active.
15K bounty. There's a Catalyst Navy issue there, old big boss. We should come here and gate camp sometime. We'll get our butts whooped, but could be fun.
At Quick Trip.
What's going on here? All right, we've jumped into another system. Nobody here. Nobody here.
Warp drive active.
This is a long travel.
Warp drive active.
We'll go until we lose an Algos. How about that? Shouldn't take too long. See, I have a micro warp drive I can get away, and we have a warp disruptor, so it'll scramble within 20 kilometers. If I can kite within that 17-kilometer with this fit, that's going to be ideal. A lot of those kind of stabbers, stuff like that, really want to get up in your face, so we've got a reward bundle for something. And 100k ISK. Militia's chattering. We're deep in enemy territory now. Doing level 1 missions? I don't know. Never done this one. White glaze belt. Very cool. A white glaze belt there. Okay, we're the only person in local. Where did I get this? Oh, it came from that crate? It's like, what? We have 2 people in, or 1 person in our local now. straight through.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Let's focus on the Merlin. Kestrel. I actually think we are going to want to loot these. We're going to have to turn off our micro warp drive for a minute. This is a little flycatcher.
The capacitor is empty.
Oh, he warped off. Oh my gosh, dude. No wonder these missions are so... Yeah, we want to collect these insignias. No wonder these missions pay out so much. The insignias are how we are going to get faction modules. So these are actually some of the most important things that we can grab up. What's that line? Like a beam, like a laser. Okay, last one. What was the individual payout for this? Not very much. It is a level 1 after all, though. Okay. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Pretty chill activity. We might get gate camped at some point here, but we'll just make sure that this is counting towards these theaters of war here. 30,000 LP is pretty good, though.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's see if we get gate camped on our way back through.
Warp drive active.
Compact EM shield hardener. Does this...
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
We contributed. I think Galente wins or gets it full, then we get access to a mining drone. Are you sweet? Are you sweet? This is the big combat place.
Active.
Villeriere. 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 Just check if they're gate camping. There's just this trooper still. Go from all that fire in one system to 2 people in the next.
Warp drive active.
It's just how low sec works. Retainer of souls. Wonder if our enemy dude's still in Vey.
Warp
Could be.
drive active.
See what he's flying. Oh wow.
Warp drive active.
Is this guy even running? 100 catalysts or what? Yeah, we didn't. Oh, there's a catalyst. We didn't scope them out on our way through. Dude's running. He's running 15 accounts. Accounts.
Drive active.
I guess he wins? I guess so. We got Ned here. What's Ned running? Ned's camped out somewhere, maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna click dock. That's one mission down. Let me grab something to drink quick while I'm docking. Never had this particular drink before. Celsius sparkling soda.
Mission requested. Donate request accepted.
Sparkling cherry cola. Okay. Give it a go. Okay. Please let mission 2 not be 35 jumps away. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, payout was some LP. This is taking us to the same place. Let's see. Okay, hopefully that's closer, at least. But let's just make sure. Yeah, we got one of our 4 missions done there. Cool. Yeah. How many jumps? Seriously? It's disgusting. These are what the missions are? It's just jumping through Losec. That's all it is. It's like jump through Losec 45 times so you can kill 3 enemies. These missions are terrible. I mean, I'd like to get the 4 of them done. To just have done it. But my word, what is this? I feel like just autopiloting. It's so annoying. Alright. Cherry cola. Wow. Oh. Ugh. That is so gross. Whew. This feels like I took a shot of cough syrup. That's the price to pay to not just drink a normal cherry cola, I guess. Okay, second sip's not so bad. That first sip is alarming, though. Oh. Why did they put so much cherry flavor?
Active.
Oh. That is not cherry cola. That is cherry. Are we like getting Soldier of Fortune done here? Camping? Ooh, he's in a kiki. That's probably good. That Kiki would spool us up. Oh! No. Yeah, we didn't make it. Kiki got us. Dang! Man, I thought we beat him through. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, we got one of those missions done. Oh my god, what have I done? I have I can't go through the gate. Why wouldn't it let me through that gate? What? Why does this game do this kind of stuff sometimes? Oh, somebody just came through. Woo! Should have just ejected from that Algos. I almost got away though. So I set a point in space and clicked away. His warp disruption was able to get me at 30 kilometers out though, which is crazy. So when he came close enough, like on his pass, I webbed him and he was scrammed the whole time so that if he had a micro warp drive, it would work, right? And then as he passed me, I went the other way and had my micro warp drive running. And I got to 30 kilometers out, but he still was able to get me. I would have expected once I webbed him as I passed, that I would have been able to slow him enough to be able to, and you could see I tried to warp once I was like 27, 28 kilometers away from him. But he still had me scrammed, so pretty surprising, the range of his scram there. Must have maybe a faction scram, I don't know. Could take a look. I mean, our total net worth there was 7 million, and for considering how well we did there. list, I think. So we don't have another Algos. We'll make another one for tomorrow. What am I looking at here? Here we go. Well, we got one mission done. Pretty good. We're gonna on-track this for now. Yeah. On-track this. There we go. Jerk killed my 7 million ISK Algos. I thought we jumped before him. Bummer. We knew Willie was gonna die there. That's why I didn't put anything good on that ship. So those missions are ridiculous. It's just like jump all the way across the world. Okay, so we're home. Okay, we got speed augmenter things here. I think I was intending to research these. Let's make a new Algos so that we can do it again tomorrow. Oh, why do I have these? Did I copy the Algos? I don't think so. I think they gave me these. Let's do 2 runs. 2 more Algoses. Why not? And then we did need a couple more of these. We need some hops. Where are they? Hops. 12. Sure. Okay, and for research, I still think we stick with the medium stuff for research. I do need a medium armor repairer. This multi-spectrum energized membrane we have all the way to 10%. That's pretty cool. Let's do time efficiency on this too. That's a 7-day run. That's pretty good. And for the finale of today, let's see about doing a little bit of mining. We didn't make our mission today. $54 million. Which means go back to combat. Back to the Vexor. Drone bay is empty. I only have 2 Federation Navy. Gotta go reload those. I thought I had more than 1 Ogre now. We get the Corelli Type A. EM coating, kinetic coating. What's the resist on this? Minus 36%. And Serpentis is what type of damage? They do thermal and kinetic. Too bad I don't have... I'm gonna do this. So that we just take less. Okay, then we want 2 drone damages. I think we just leave this 1 small armor repairer on for now. For these missions, that should be just fine. Too bad I don't have a kinetic. I have an EM. A multi-spectrum would be nice. I mean, technically we could do... What am I doing here? We could do 3 of these. That's not bad. No damage control though. I don't think I have a damage control now. Gotta make another one. Three more. Okay. We'll just do an afterburner on here, so we can move a little bit. We wanted these tractor beams. Probe launcher. Do we care about salvage? I don't think I have a drone link though. We need the drone link recipe. That's got to come after we get the Algos going, or the Vexor. Not tracking computer. Omnidirectional tracking. Here we go. This is what we want, right? Yes. This slot takes meat. What? Can we do 2 of these? We'll see why not, right? Drop some tracking speed in these bad boys. And then for the finale, a medium cat battery. We're not super tanky here, but we're gonna blap out some damage for sure. Alright, I gotta go back. Tainataki here. Get some more drones. Wow, that stuff is strong, to say the least. Oh my gosh, is the whole thing all cherry cola? I gotta go take a look at that. Wow. Yo, what's up, man? More man? Yeah. does. No interacting with players on the market. I am allowing myself still to like interact with the NPCs, so I can buy like blueprints and stuff. But yeah, everything on this ship I either found or crafted. Yeah, it's a nice little challenge. This is like counting season 4 right now. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know how long you've been here, but I just literally threw in. I mean, I like to use ships like ammunition, so I just died like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Just making algos, throw it at faction warfare, and it's look. The total worth of this whole ship was 7.8 million. We actually almost got away too. Yeah. I'm not like playing scared or anything like that. Like we actually almost got away from that dude. So he warped through the gate. I thought we beat him through, but he beat us through just by a second. So he uncloaked right away, and his damage was okay. It actually wasn't even that good. He's in a Kikimura though. Oh, here's the other ogre. Okay. And as he passed by us, I was able to scram him and webify him, and then I micro warp drived out like away, and I got to 28, 29 kilometers away from him, but he still had me scrammed at that range. So that's pretty rare. Usually people won't have you scrammed that far away. So had it, I played it well, but he had the stuff that he needed. So I'm gonna throw another Algos tomorrow. Huh?
Dropped his radio.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna chuck another Algos tomorrow. Yeah, he had a kite kit, and yeah, he had long point stuff. So rare that you catch someone in a Kiki that's gonna be like that. But yeah, like I said, his damage actually wasn't that crazy. But our ship is just so crappy, you know. I can't even make Navy faction stuff. It is what it is. That's how it works, man. Look at this. We got 2 tracking links. I've never used 2 tracking links on a ship before. On a drone ship, not 2 omnidirectional. But I'm still trying to make up a little bit more money today. I mean, I did get 1 out of 4 of my Theaters of War missions done. So we'll do another one tomorrow. These complete basic faction warfare missions. Try to get some 16 mil out of that. But yeah, this playthrough has been fun overall, and actually, hilariously enough, I've been having kind of a tougher time going back to my main and you know, doing my things. Because this has just been an interesting way to play, and it's quite fun. And drops are so much more meaningful. Is still important. Um, but you're right. It's almost so. Right now, I'm saving up for the Vexor Blueprint Original. I don't have that yet. So that's 84 million. But ISK is way harder to make. So my plan, once I do get the Vexor Blueprint Original, then I don't have to be so worried about losing this one. I can just start chucking them at the wall. Just bam, bam, bam. First thing I want to do is officer hunting. We can get some officer modules for like a mission running Vexor. Then the Myrmidon's within reach, right? But I'll die probably 20 times doing that. Faction warfare sounds super fun. And that's how I'm able to keep my drone stuff up. And C1 wormholes, I'll be able to take a moderately kitted Vexor to do C1s, and I can sell those Lulu from the wormholes to NPCs. So those are the plans as of now. But officer modules will be sweet. I love officer hunting. I do that on my main too. Because you can come across, you know, minors who aren't paying attention and stuff too. I played a little dirty, not gonna lie. Vexor Blueprint's 145 million. I thought it was 84. Oh yeah, you might be looking at player market. So it's purchasable here by the NPCs, and you can always tell the NPC orders by how long they are. If they're at 300 something days, that's always an NPC. So you probably have somebody who bought a bunch of these and flew them out to your space. Really good way of making money, by the way, because not a lot of people want to travel, and that is a really good transporting way of making quite a bit of bits, actually, especially if you can do, which we did. Yeah, we did on the stream here, a run out to the outer ring, and that's a big deal because yeah, you could buy Blueprint originals around here for a venture, but in order to get the actual NPC, you gotta go here, and we made it. It was awesome. Those are pretty highly defended areas. Yeah, so, dude, once you get the venture Blueprint original, it's all uphill from there. Just do some looting here. Just pull in the wrecks that got some loot. I guess we could salvage a little. I don't really care about that right now. We're more so just needing the loot. And then instead of flying around, just do it this way. Oh, do I have a hotkey to unlock? I can't remember. But yeah, the rare drops are definitely like a big deal in this playthrough. We also are not able to skip any content, so that's super cool. closer. There we go.
Drive active.
You're just a hideaway. Oh, look at all these. Yeah, see, I gave him an 07 good fight after he ripped me up. Kiki versus Algos is never a good fight. But it wasn't too bad, honestly. We could have got him. We can approach these nerds. And then I'm going to scan down these other cosmic signatures, see what we got. Problem is there's 21 people local here. I should go over to the next spot. Oh, there is a sentry gun. I think actually when we kill the sentry gun, it spawns more ads. Yeah, no alts either. That's why I just have to... I did actually do quite a bit of salvaging earlier on, so I can make rigs. And that's how you make rigs, right? But not being able to skip any of the content has been really cool. Now I will mention that here, if we go to my notepad, this number here is a little bit odd. So, a moon drill costs 6 billion, and the blueprint, this is for blueprints, costs another billion. So we're not going to be doing any reactions anytime soon. So that makes our job a little more difficult. Yeah, my long-term goals as of now are just chilling. So I am a different kind of player. So when it comes to looking for those reaction things, because you actually need those now. Say a Navy Vexor, right? Show info, go to industry, right click, show info. Navy Vexor issue needs these auto integrity preservation seals, which in order to build them, you need reinforced carbon fiber. That is a reaction blueprint. So even for any of the Navy ships, I could easily get the Navy blueprints already, right? But those stinking things I need. So I'm just gonna gank people. That's the way to do it. Realistically, I could probably... Just keeping an eye on the Gila here. Yeah, loot the hauler, you know, loot the people who have the tier 2 modules already. And bam. Got it. So instead of trying to save up 7 billion, which is ridiculous, by the way, that would take months of mission running, I'm just gonna gank people instead. like I said, we gotta see all the content here. Exactly. Everything's fair in if I gank someone and got like a moon drill, like ganking turns into like so much crazier then, right? But yeah, it sounds, I mean, it's fun, right? And there's pretty easy way, like I could even gank you with what I've got, or wormhole camp with what I have. So I will not be able to buy into these tier 2 ships, right? Which would be amazing, right? I could just get like a flycatcher or something like that. It'd be perfect. Instead, I can get a warp disruption. I think it's just warp disruption. There is structures, mobile warp disruptor. And you just deploy these and they become bubbles, right? So I can get those pretty cheap. And we can camp a wormhole entrance in a higher population area, something like this. And we'll be able to get some pretty good modules and stuff that way. And maybe a lucky caller or something. Be amazing. Hammerhead. Yeah, these guys are too far out. But it also adds like a legitimate reason to gank other players, other than just like, some people just gank kind of to be dicks. So we're not doing that, at least. We're ganking for the good. But officer hunting will be good. We can catch some unsuspecting miners doing that too. That's one of my favorite things to do. But I need to gank you for the good of all of humanity. I hope you understand. humanity is in need of your modules, good sir. Hey. Yes, this character's only 1 month old. I did use a content creator's code to get 1,000,000 skill points, but I haven't used them yet. They are still right here. 1.3 million we still have. Yeah, so that actually is, yeah, so Season 1, we started with the Theaters of War. So Season 1 was in the new player zone. The new, I wanted to see what that content was like. I did everything there except the epic arc. And then Season 2, we established kind of where we were in the world. I found a Mignon. That's where I'm kind of living. It's near faction warfare. It's near some low sec. And also in that season, we got all of our blueprint originals for like an Algos, got ourselves kind of cooking along, and then Season 3 we made our way out to it did a bunch of stuff, faction warfare to get some LP so that I can use the drones, and then got the level 2 missions grinded out. Now I've made it to level 3. The ship is still a little weak. But yeah, it's been good. Now I'm on Season 4, I'm calling it. I don't know, because I unlocked level 3 missions. That's a wormhole. Yeah, it's been a nice little run. But yeah, 1 month old character. And we actually already have planetary industry set up for a bunch of the stuff that we're gonna need. Okay. It's been fun. I don't know if this character is ever going to get into reactions, though. I haven't kind of ruled it out. But I also don't have a, like, long-term, like, final goal. I looked at some other people who did, like, the Iron Man runs, or the Solo Self-Found runs, or the Cinnaball Challenge, and most of them failed, and their YouTubes or whatever just stopped. Yeah, your moon mine needs to be in like a 0.4. But to make a moon mine is so far away. It's just, if I ganked someone and they had a moon mine on them, I'd be like, yeah. Yes. Put your moon mine down. Get stuff out of that moon. What's going on with this connection loss thing? Really strange. I think my stream's fine. So we just kill people. That's the goal. And actually, a lot of, like, going around doing officer hunting, we'll come across some dead bodies, and we'll come across some left drones and stuff like that. people who leave mobile tractor units. We unfortunately can't pick those up, but we could kill them. Take that stuff, just some random stuff you come across when you're officer hunting. It's so random to do that I like it.
Warp drive active.
Stop what you're doing. What is going on here? I refuse to listen. Yeah, that's definitely what you could do. So, Space Janitor's super cool. Like, I like that idea. So what you can do is get good at using your scanner. And when you enter a system like this, you could learn about switching your D-scan here. So go to Rex, right? Now I can see where all the Rex are. So I just have to figure out, and you can use combat scanners to scan. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna scan. Okay. We're still seeing a bunch of Rex. Okay, now we're not. So I know that the Rex are going to be 5. So they might be at this Serpentis refuge, but you can use your combat scanner. Yeah, your combat scanner will not find drones. I don't think. Maybe it can. You can find ships, and more importantly, you can find these wrecks. We have a wreck of environmental terrorist here. We'll just go to one of these quick. But yeah, you can find other people's wrecks. Let's just set this to what, PvP. Those 2 targets. And you can go and you can clean up their wrecks. Yeah, find their wrecks, go to them, and you can clean their wrecks. And more importantly, you could find leftover mobile tractor units. So you can go find those and kind of, kill those, get the loot that's on them. But yeah, finding wrecks and going to places like that, you'll find a lot of salvage. You also could just work with someone who is a level 5 mission runner or a level 4 mission runner. And you could just have them save a spot. So, for example, if I'm running missions with you, I can go to this, where say I want you to come here after I'm done, and you can literally just save location. Be like, Rex, we'll share it, with our group, and it'll go away in 4 hours. So now this is shared with our groups. You'll be able to fly in after I'm done. You can clean up all that stuff and vacuum it up. I think that's the best way to play Space Janitor. There's also Potchven salvaging, which can be incredibly lucrative. I've only done it once, so I'm not the person to ask about it, I guess. I wanted to try it out, but you can get tons of really good salvage really fast that way. But yeah, Space Janitor's cool. I like salvaging. A lot of people don't. I don't know why. Yeah, work on your D-scan. your D-scan always works with. So you see, I have a page that is set up just for Rex. So if we add a current, this literally just has cargo containers and Rex in this tab, so that I can actually go here and I can just go Rex, and there they all are, right? And then you can figure out how far away everything is. And I don't think you can like work to this stuff though. It's like, oh, how about this one? Yeah, you don't know where it is, right? So you have to scan it down. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna hit my goal today. My goal was 60 million. We got our Gila buddy here again. What's your plan, friend? I've just finished. Yeah, if you're gonna be a space janitor, having a Rex tab, super useful. Even just for looting. You see this? Like I don't have to like fly around, especially if you're you've got your tractor beams, and for your mission runner, you could just hand your mission runner like 5 mobile tractor units, and then he could just save the location of all of them, and you could just fly to those, salvage everything, loot everything. And, you know, that's a really good way to go about it. And then secondary with becoming space janitor like that would be creating rigs. A lot of good salvage boats. As far as ships go, I'm gonna start at the top and work my way down. So the king of salvage would be like the Noctis, right? Yeah, you could do a Corvus, but the Noctis is just the absolute king of tractor beam, salvage duration, everything like that. So this is kind of the salvage ship. You can get rigs for salvaging also. But after that, it's gonna be up to you what you want to focus on. And what I mean by that is, if you want something that can salvage a lot really fast, but doesn't have that huge of a cargo hold, then you could do something like a catalyst, or you could just be bringing in 6 things at once. And I'll go ahead and show these ships, I guess. So something like, even some of these wouldn't be too bad. Like even an Algos has quite a bit. It depends on what faction you're going with. So even Cormorants, stuff like that. This doesn't have a lot of inventory space though. So realistically, the further up the line you get, the more kind of turret hard slots something will have. And unfortunately, there's not really a boat that you can just get. But I will say, within the what am I looking for here? Not income. Here we go. So within this, people use these quite a bit, and this would be the Society of Conscious Thought. Now, these ships don't take any like skills to get into. You know, they don't have something where they level up, right? They just have their bonuses, and like a Metamorphosis is really good because it's kind of an all-purpose. It can do a cloaking device, right? And can fit covert ops cloaking. So Metamorphosis, you can just jump into level 1 as soon as you get into the game, Metamorphosis or moving up, Synesis, Gnosis, and Praxis, and they do actually give these away for some of the events too. So, like I said, most of the ships that you jump into, they require like a bunch of skills. Where you have to, even in this ship that I'm running right now, I am at level 4 to 5 is like 28 days. Those just have flat, boom, got it, in it, going. So, Goal Noctis, really good salvaging ship, tons of storage. You can just hit that sucker out. That's the king. And then those other ships. But I've seen people do salvage like rattlesnakes. As crazy as it sounds. I don't know. If people really like the rattlesnake, you've got a bunch. You can just jump into somewhere and you can kill stuff like this pretty easily too. I don't know. I left my drone somewhere for my probes. Yeah, Space Janitor is pretty fun. I dig it. And then you can become, like I said, a rig constructor. And these are the rigs on my ship. These all take salvage to create. Heck yeah, good luck. It's fun. I enjoy it. Something else people will do, and you can do, is get into drone boats like this and start running salvage drones. Especially, hey, there we go. Let's see what we got. Got an escalation there. It is a level 3. It's in 7 jumps away. That is incredibly risky. We only have one Vexor. Can't do it. I need more Vexors. Yeah, salvage drones are good. And there's a tip to them too. If you have no targets and you put your salvage drones out and you just hit F, which is to get your drones to attack something, they'll just start salvaging everything. So kind of nice. And you can just walk away. But then you can, you could get into something like a Myrmidon at some point. That has a bunch of turret slots. They could just be pulling everything in. You could loot, and then just hit F. Or you can get a mobile tractor unit and just hit F, and they just salvage everything. It takes a little bit though. It takes longer. But then you could just go get a coffee at the store. Oh, I have a bias. I'm a drone boater. Join the Galent. I have a Galente bias because I do like battle cruisers with Galente, and Galente has a really good bounce. And what I mean by that, on my main, I can bounce between this is Galente, right? So I could go to the Alligator or Gila and use my Galente skills. Or I could go to my baby, the Kizreal. Oh gosh, she's nasty. Oh god. And you'll see that's Galente also. So that's why I kind of like that. You know, I don't really get into the Blood Raider stuff, and I don't really get into the Sashas. But if you were to get into a Vindicator or Vigilant, then you're able to do that, or come into one of these monsters. And as you can see, the Sisters of Eve is also Galente. So, the ships that I really like they really are Galente, and then something else, right? It gives me a lot of, like, well, I'm getting tired of running this same thing. And on my main, I don't go above Battlecruiser. My friends do battleships, and Battlecruiser is kind of my baby. Because I can buff them, boost them, whatever it be. 55 million, oh no! We're gonna untrack this bad boy, unfortunately. June 5th.
Drive active.
Yay, plus 8,000. We're making our money now, baby. Tomorrow, let's chuck 2 more Algoses at the wall, trying to get this Theaters of War done. I'm cooking them up right now. I've never seen this mission before. So as you can see, I got 1 done, and Bop got 4 million ISK, and 7,500 LP. So that's really nice. ISK flat for a newer player. And we had some other reward completed somewhere. Where it is.
Drive active.
But those will pay out if I can get 1 more done. 4 million ISK. 1 more done, 4 million ISK. And it also helps the Theaters of War along. So that's kind of fun. But 4 million ISK for 1 mission, it's okay at this level. But I want to go officer hunting pretty bad. So I'm just trying to save up that 84 mil. I fully respect your space janitor way of life, though. It's gonna be fun, man. You do, which is how I died today. Died today. We took a incredibly crappy Algos, which is what I like to use, because you just have to do level 1 missions, but it takes you like 10 jumps into like 0.2, 0.3 space. So we're gonna die. It is what it is. It'll be fun though. So some of the missions you do not have to be enlisted for, and those are ones that I've already completed, and you can look out for them. I believe in the upcoming, destroy Capsuleer ships. And you can see in completed, we just have like complete combat missions in space. Some of these, when you click on them, you don't have to be enlisted. You just go do it, and it's super easy. Or now the hacking, I think you need to be enlisted. Oh, we got actually mine pyroxers. We just have to get 360,000, which is quite a bit for us. But that could be a good one. And that's in Junifer, where we are right now. So 10 extra million, 10,000 LP. Do not need to be enlisted for this one. So really nice. The LP is incredible. Right now we're using it for drones because building level 2 drones is really, really hard for us. Yeah, well, ha. However, there is a new Epic Arc, which we did, which not only pays about 10, 12 million ISK, but it gives you a Pioneer at the end. So it pays out really well, gives you a Pioneer. It's a kind of cool mission to do. And you just go to Agency, Agents Missions, and you go to Epic Arcs, and there will be an Ore Epic Arc in here. I can't do it just yet. Again, here it is. Completed on 6/23, so I have a 90-day cooldown. We got a couple months yet. Hey, okay, we got a narcotic warehouse. That is through Vey. Vey is kind of a rough one. Do I have time to do this? I think I do. Let's... We're risking our ship. I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't. Oh. Let's go. Heck yeah. Then you'll have a Pioneer. And if you don't know what that is, it's just the next level up from the Venture. That new mining destroyer, Pioneer. Rocks. Keep it clean, buddy. Keep it clean. Alright, so these are faction warfare systems that we're going through, which is kind of a bummer. We'll see how we do. This might be the end of our Venture era. Or Vexor, I'm sorry. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit, baby. Tomorrow we're in our Algos anyway. 2 of them. I'm confident that we can do the level 3. It's just risky systems. But it's just worth it to get that sweet, sweet loot, baby. We need it. Vey coming up here can be a little troublesome. If there's a scout on this side of Vey, there's a crane. So if I fly this way and there's a scout on this side of the gate, then I probably won't do this mission. But we'll see. Because our Vexor is so important. Alright, it's not that important. I will say, if you are newer, it seems like you might be, use a code from somebody, from a content creator. That's what I did when I started, and that's why I have this 1,000,000 skill points. Big. We got 3 in local. Nobody here? I used Jake Leet. I think I have one. I don't think it's ever been used before. But even if you have an established character already, just do it. You can do it on every one of your characters. I used Jake Leet's code. I like him a lot. He's super chill, very informative, and just a good one to kind of follow as far as content. So I used his code. And you'll see at the bottom of people's things, it'll say like 1 million skill point code to use. You just click that, it takes you to a screen. I thought it sounded kind of scammy originally, but it's not. It's from EVE Online, CP. What did he say? CCP. Yeah, that million skill points kicks you like 3 weeks in advance or a month in advance. Super helpful. You just drop skill points into whatever. Start your pioneer life off a little bit better. I didn't use my skill points or my thing until I had a character for like 10 years. And I was like, is this still gonna work? It does. It still works. We're not very tanky here. So this could be a little rough. We're gonna do our best. We have a couple places we could fly to if we get in trouble. As long as it doesn't drop me in the middle of everybody, I should be okay. As you can see, I just get in the habit of, before going into somewhere, scanning to see if anybody's already in there. Just a thing. And you can do that by just lowering your scan distance and hit scan. And you can see if somebody's in here then. Okay. This doesn't look too bad so far. Alright, let's see how many dudes pop in. Go get them. Security corridor, check-in tunnel. Are they dampening me? Yeah. Cool. They're dampening my drones. Let's move a little closer. So since they're targeting my drones, I'm just going to pull in. Pull out. Pull in. Pull out. DD3 can be kind of difficult for us though. In these regions, you just want to keep your scan up also. You just hit V from time to time. All that's going to do is if you see combat probes, they need combat probes to scan us down currently. So if you see them, you know somebody's looking for you. How to get the hang of all this stuff. Do it yourself. Just go take some combat probes out, scan some stuff down. Just try it. It's fun. But then you know what it's like when other players are trying to do it. Get afterburning. As you can see, I just kind of bring this stuff to me too. Grab these kind of containers up, loot these bad boys. Get a module on there. Okay. Let's go through the next acceleration gate. I think we can destroy this. It doesn't really. The check-in tunnel. Not so bad so far. No cruisers even yet. Engage. Getting these guys just to kind of red box us. At the moment, I'm just kind of letting my drones do their thing. All right, let's bring them back this way. We have a Catalyst Navy issue within our area. It is this guy. So we just have to pay attention. Like, very likely he's at one of these. In fact, we can check that, kind of. So within our range here, we can see him, we can see him, we can't see him. So my guess would be he's right around in this region. We'll keep an eye on him though. Very likely he's doing the faction warfare in the area, but just, you know, want to make sure he's not putting out his combat probes looking for you. So as I'm flying around here, I'm just grabbing up these nerds that have loot. These containers almost always just have some ammo. It is what it is. Okay. This is the drug refinery. All loot's good loot now, buddy. Yeah, especially, I love these faction warfare quests they give us, because we can easily make faction warfare ammo now. Oh, and that's hot. these sentry guns out of the way, and then we'll start plugging into these bad boys. Let's get their tracking rolling. I think we can... Okay, we're gonna head towards this cargo container. Okay, sentry gun, go. See, we're starting to get into some territory now where this is going to get a little shakier. I'm actually going to head out towards this way. They're going to start targeting my drones shortly. We want to make sure we get these yellow boxers. Okay, there's that drone targeted. Just want to bring him in before he starts getting hurt too bad. As they kind of red box us. I want to take him out. Should be good to brought this guy back out now. No, do not go up that way. Stinking drones. They get a mind of their own from time to time. Gotta bring them home. This one. So what we'll do is we'll take him out, and then we'll take this next one out, and then what I'll do is I'll pull my drones so that these guys' aggro changes a little bit. As you can see, they're all after my drones. So we just want to bring them back in. We don't want our drones to start getting lit up too hard. And I'm going to wait until they get a little closer. I could do this, try it right now, see how they do. See how long before they start getting lit up. Okay. So I hit F, bring the one that's being targeted back. So the other ones are all targeting one thing. He got into his armor a little bit, which is kind of a bummer, but that's what it is. It's the price of drones, man. They're ammo too. I'm gonna just bring them back in now. We could try to just kill the headmaster here, see what happens. They really love to target one drone though. So they're smart enough now where they will target this drone. Kind of a bummer. That's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna hit F. I'm gonna bring this guy back in. They're targeting him. So I brought him back in. Let's go see what this overseer had on him. This one, unfortunately for us, is about a lot of patience. Because if I flew in here, these things would just absolutely annihilate us. So you just have to play it a little more strategically. Kind of push and pull with your drones. military supply container. Nothing in there. Fast acceleration gate. Let's see what they give us. Okay. We want to target this guy. We're going to approach him a little bit. Is this whole group... Okay, it's different groups. We're going to have to do some in-out again. So our drones are going to be taking damage really fast here. So we just have to pay attention, see if we can't get a couple of these before. There we go. He needs to come back in. I'm actually surprised we were able to get as much. Let's just pull them all. Oh, really? Congrats, man. Happy for you. Get out there and find some good stuff. Yeah, I would highly recommend, though, doing that Epic Arc. Super fun. Easy-isk. Like I said, starts you off solid. Hazard disposal boat. Well, I hope to see you flying around, man. Is that what you're gonna call it, too? Dobby! No! Come back, baby! Baby, come back! Ship does need a name. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna call it like the Hoover or something, or the Hoover? Vacuum cleaner? Just getting all that space junk. Space Roomba, yes, though. I like that. It makes it feel automated. Oh. Drones in space is still good. They're just attacking all the drones, so let's bring them back. Wait till we get red boxed a little bit. Ooh, this is really piratey. Hey! Okay, so you see those targets all popping up at the same time? That's good. Means they're actually considering us a target, which we'll probably have to pull our drones again. It is what it is. How long is this supply station supervisor going to take to kill? Is he repping? He's not shield repping. Is he armor repping? There's another million. We got to 60 mil! Yes! That's the goal today! Choo! He is armor repping. Okay, I'm like, is he repping at all? Oh, we're actually getting lit up by these nerds now. I hate this. Alright, we need to kill the stuff that's close to us at this point. We'll bring him back in too. These patrollers are going to take half a second to kill. We're going to have to armor rep here soon. 60 mil, right? Get your salvage on, boy. Did they kill one of my hobgoblins, or am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. Armor rep begin. Just kill the stuff that's close to us now. Well, thankfully, at least they're targeting us. So, on top of what you're doing also, if you warp in on somebody, by the way, this locations thing, you can pull up. Sorry, give me a second. Up here. Locations. Personal locations. So, and then you can right click on one, and you could open group in new window, like whatever your personal locations thing is that you make. So if you warp in on somebody doing one of these missions, or you scan somebody down who's doing one of those missions, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be salvaging there. So you could like go to one of the wrecks, right click, save location, put it for 4 hours in your folder, and it'll be here then. And then when they're done with the mission, you can warp back in. Another way to find more wrecks for you. Do you need a light tutorial on how to use the salvage to make rigs? I could do one, especially when I get back to my base. I'm letting the drones fight it out here a little bit. Yeah. And I'll just show you what you do then. With all that salvage. Okay, we got some boxes here. Now, this Serpentis supply stronghold. That's what's got all of our goods in it. Most people will do this mission, loot everything here, not really pay attention. A lot of times these ones that have the boxes with kind of the lines, these things you want to attack, kill, explode, and get the loot out of. This is what holds the main loot in this mission. Easily missable. I'm glad I got my ISK done today. if you are newer also, going through the air career program for a couple of these things can be good. I have Enforcer and Industrialist done. Enforcer's kind of fun. You just do these missions as you find them, and then you end up getting a graduation reward of tons of skill points, a bunch of skins, stuff like that. So, very good. Oh my gosh, come here. Come here, baby. You can do it. It's interesting playing a brand new character like this. I've been playing this game since like 2009, earlier, on and off, and brand new character, it's not actually that bad. Kind of fun. I also can start pulling in these closer wrecks. I have one closer wreck I can pull. I'll use the restroom right quick. Wait, did we actually get another? Oh. I got another. Very cool. Boom! Stream's going good. What's up, Molanda? I remember you came over from the Crispy Bunnies stream. I've been checking out Crispy Bunny. It's pretty cool. Stream is going good. Yeah. I'm having a nice time with this one. Alright, let's see what we get. Give me some juice. We got some overseer stuff. Okay. Got some sequencers. What do we break open these bunkers and like these? Like this narcotic emporium? I can't remember. Somewhere has the really good loot. I thought that was it. Man, if that's all I got, that'd be a bummer. Nice. I am going to leave pretty soon. I want to show how to make rigs and stuff, and then I'll send you guys over to another streamer. You guys can pop in and say hello. Breed. Welcome aboard, Hoover. The repositories, maybe? Man. Let's just blow it all up. Screw it. Demolish it all. Debunking funk. We'll do some different music tomorrow too. Oh, here's an abandoned container. Wait, our military supply container is still up. That's why. That's where the good stuff is. What? I'm like trying to blow up everything. Like, where's all my goods? It's right here. Whatever. Oops. Oh. That was trash. Okay. That's half the battle. They're trying to send us somewhere else. We're going to untrack that escalation. I think they gave us another escalation. That's 8 jumps away. It's in negative 0.2. We can't do that. I gotta head home. Half the battle's done. The other half is getting through Vey. So none of you go sit in Vey. Or you'll get Vexored. Okay, don't do it, please. Okay, we actually just got total trash from that. Usually you get Serpentis, like, modules or something. That was terrible. That was really bad loot for an escalation. But we got our goal. 60 million. Yeah, I usually don't stream at all. But I figured since I was doing this like solo self-found thing, I would just stream it and add it to YouTube. And then if anybody ever was like, how did he, you know, did he really do all this solo self-found? Like, did he really do all this hard, you know, that people could go back and they could actually watch and be like, yeah, okay, he never even logged in without being on stream. So kind of cool. Just categorizing and just writing down my journey to whatever, an Odysseus. God, that ship's cool. Okay, so, first off, we're in Vey right now. There's only one other person, Bones and Booth. First off, the thing that you want to get is your rigs, blueprints, okay? I'll show you when we get back. First off, you could look at what type of rigs that you want to make, and you want to get the rig blueprint originals. And I'll show you the difference. Say, let's just go with the capacitor one that I have on this ship. This overclocking allows me to fit a lot more, right? You can actually go to the details. You could hit info on this. You can go to industry, and you could view market details on this. So you can tell these ones with 289, and there's this overclocking unit blueprint on the market. So I use the drone rigs. So I like to build the drone rigs. So I just looked up these drone rigs. And once you have the blueprint, you take it to the facility where you're going to do your crafting. And there will be different taxes. That's not something you need to worry about until you get really into try to money pinch, really, because currently you're making money out of nothing, right? For a little bit, it's actually going to be worth it more to just sell the salvage. If you're just trying to make flat isk, it'll be worth it probably until you get some skills rolling on actual rig manufacturing. And I'll show you those rig manufacturing skills too, and I'll show you where you can see those on Fortnite. So I got my rig blueprint back. Here it is, my medium processor. It's in my item hanger. Now you can go to your industry, and you could just drag that over to here and see the different things you can do with it. So as you can see, here's this salvage that we need to make this thing. Now I can go to this and I can manufacture it, and I could run it 5 times. I don't have enough, as you can see, but I could run it 4 times, and I could just hit start, and then it'll go into my jobs. Or you can do research, and whenever you're wondering what it takes to make this stuff, you can mouse over here, and you see the required skills for this are industry and jury rigging. And the more you kind of level these things up, and if you go to your skills also, and you go to production, you can see some different things like mass production, advanced industry, things that are going to reduce time and resources that you need. On top of that, you can also go to research, and you can research your blueprint, and that takes metallurgy and jury rigging. Now, when you research and you run this, it just makes it cheaper. This one is to make it take less time. I don't usually worry about time too much because I log out at the end of the day and then I log back in. So copying this blueprint will result in a blueprint copy. Now, you can sell this copy or you can research it. So if you hit show info on this blueprint copy, you can see this is what it takes to make it, right? Same thing. But if you go to this tab, invention, you can invent off this blueprint. These data cores come from exploration, or you can buy them, and your required skills are right here. You need, some electronics engineering, more encryption methods, and just some skills to run this. And when you research this, you have a chance for it to become a medium processor overclocking unit 2 blueprint. Now, You can sell these blueprints, copies, like this, or you can craft them, right? As you can see, it takes a lot more stuff, though, to craft these. These blue um, salvage, you'll find in higher tier places, right? And you can see the required skills to make this, but there are no really tier 2 blueprint originals in the game, and that counts for ships too. For these ships, you craft them with blueprint originals. Sorry, these ones. Blueprint originals. These ones, originals, right? But as you move up, there is no blueprint original for these. These take copies. So if I want this Ishtar blueprint, I need to research off of the Vexor. And how do I figure that out? I'm like, well, I want to build this. And you can show info, industry, and you can look at this Magus blueprint, and here it is. And I believe it shows where it comes from. Can we go backwards with this? It costs an Algos. So in general, the Algos, where are you? Show info. Required for Magus. And you also could look at your Algos, and you could make a copy. There's your Algos copy. And if you research that, you can get the Magus. So that's how to get tier 1 and tier 2. So if you're looking to build better rigs, you would need a copy. So like this data analyzer that I made a copy of, I can go like this, and I have a chance to get this data analyzer too, which would take this stuff to craft. And then in order to actually just build one of these, so here's a cap battery blueprint. Here's the materials that I need for this cap battery. This is a rig, or is it? No, it is not. Medium capacitor control circuit. There we go. A drone durability enhancer. So I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. I'm on manufacturing. Just hit start. I have my maximum stuff running right now. I can see that in jobs. Well, I could deliver these. And then craft one of these. Bam. So now in jobs, that's running. And it'll take 39 minutes. And you can see what that takes here again. That's just about everything with rigs. Now, if you're wondering how do I craft whatever rig, like, and I don't think you can find rigs almost anywhere. So all the rigs I believe are crafted in the game, but some of them they're given to you. So like this cargo hold optimization or this salvage tackle, you can hit show info on, and just there it is, the blueprint, view and market, and we're in luck. There it is, 750,000. To find a good location, you want to do somewhere where it has lower taxes. And in general, you'll come across some pretty good. I wouldn't start below like 0.5. But you can see the structures here, and you can see this guy has Build-A-Bear 2% public tax, and you can hit information on here, and you can see the industry or the bio and everything here. And this has requirement, it requires less materials for manufacturing and science. And then you can see the services it has. Here's a manufacturing service of 2%. That is good. You find a place like this, which you have access to, that has a 2%, that is a really good place to do it. So again, I'm like, I live here, right? I want to, what about this place? Shenanigans, right? Well, these structures they have in Shenanigans are this Beatles backwater business and T2 get more from your ore. Well, what's this one? Let me take a look. So there's their description, their bio, everything like that. Here's their traits. You get a 2% refining yield for all variants of ore and ice, and a 4% to gas decompression, and a 20% reduction in reprocessing. Okay, so what does that mean, right? Their services. Oh, reprocessing. Again, 2%. That is really good. So when I reprocess, I come here because I reprocess both the modules that I find and the ores. Now, if I do it at my station that I'm at right now, or one of these, here's even a reprocessing station that's pretty close, that has a 3%. That's not bad, right? I believe in industry here we can see, or in reprocessing, if I just drop something in, does it show the reprocessing? Either way, just do it at a player station. It is somewhere here. Here we go. Show info. Services. Most of these are always going to have 10% if they're not player owned. 10% or 12%. So, in general, take your stuff to a place that has a lower percentage. Oh, here we go, stations. So if you look at this reprocessing facility, it doesn't show the services. It is what it is. They're like 10%. So look for the ones that do show, and like, around 2 to 5%, still good. So if you find one that's 5, still good. And then get into your industry and start making some stuff. And if you are looking for wrecks and stuff like that, and you're in a populated area, which I would recommend. So, say I know people are active, they're actively doing stuff in here, you can warp within 100 of this Serpentis thing or whatever signature that you find. And you also can combat probe scan down acceleration gates. Go into them and then just fly away after you save the location. Somebody's going to do it, right? It might be an escalation or something like that. I warped into this Serpentis hideaway from 100 away. I can just go to here, and I can save location, leave it like this, and then submit, and this is now one of my spots, right? I can go to the next one, work within 100, and these things aren't going to be able to attack me in time, so you just leave. Now I have this saved. So when I see it, the Serpentis hideaways go away on here, or the Forlorn hideaway, then I can, after a little bit, warp to them, start salvaging. So, get to here. Somebody's going to eventually do this one. Save the location, submit. It's going to be gone in 4 hours, and then I can go home. The wrecks do stay. Yep, the wrecks stay for a couple hours. the site will despawn. You'll see it go away. Wait a couple minutes, fly in, and very likely whoever did the site left all the wrecks. So you can just clean them up. Get your Hoover on. Sorry, your Roomba on. If you go to a place that has a ton of anomalies,
Request accepted.
yeah, you can just, and you could write CNS, like the name of the anomaly, and then when it's off the list, you can just go there. Yep. And that's a good way, even in low sec, you can do that. And you can stay relatively decent on that. This guy looks pretty cool. Thanks, guys, by the way, for popping in today. Let's send over to this nerd. This guy looks pretty cool, man.
Oh, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for the trade. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Debug Funk. Welcome in, sir. Now. You joined at the time. This is a party going on now, bro.